What's up, guys? Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Yo, it's me, Dallas Christopher, here at Private Label Extensions. Oh my God, I forgot my coffee. Yeah, but it's okay. It's fine. Good morning to you guys. I'm just waiting to everyone to kind of pop in here. We are live here at Private Label Extensions. It is Monday, the day after Wholesale Day. Oh my goodness. We had such an incredible day yesterday. It was so awesome. Had so much fun running up and down the stairs and getting orders, and it was so many people. The line was outside. We had the tents, we had the water, we had the music. It was so much. Had such a great time. So if you missed this wholesale day, totally fine. You can catch the next one. It's in Greenville, South Carolina. Beautiful city. Actually, I was born there, little old me. Yes, I was. It's a beautiful city. It's downtown Greenville. Simply a friendly, wonderful city that has so many different attractions that are there. But the main attraction that we're focused on next Sunday would be Wholesale Day. So get your tickets. It's only 2 hours away. Trust me, I drive it all the time. It's only two. Well, okay, let's take it back. It's 2.5 hours drive. For me, I have a foot that's probably about 2 tons. And so I'm like, yeah. Marcus is in the car probably going, oh, please don't let this man kill us all. Anyway, so yes, it's about a 2.5 hour drive. We are going to have so many great products for you guys. It's our first time doing a wholesale day with Private Label Extensions in Greenville. The store just had its grand opening on October 17th of last year. And of course, it's doing amazing, but we wanted to do even more amazing with all you guys coming and showing up and getting the best opportunity to purchase great hair, catch these great sales, get great wigs. We have so many wigs, thousands and thousands of wigs that are ready for you guys, bundles that are ready. I know that Greenville has, some sales that are generally wigs focused in the Greenville area. And also loose wave is a high focus in Greenville area. I like loose wave. I was just having a conversation with a young lady yesterday at the wholesale day. I'm telling you, we do so much that, getting my days together, it's like, it's a blurb, yeah? But with that, I'm going to open up comments in just a second for you guys as well. But with that, she was asking about body wave, and she was asking about loose wave, and then about deep wave. And we were having that conversation, and Mikey said something that was so cool about it. Deep wave was all the rave, months ago it was all the rave. Ooh, deep wave, deep wave, deep wave. Everybody's doing the deep wave, doing the, baby hairs, popping. And then after deep wave popping, you just kind of wet it, put some, product on it, and she goes. But everybody is, can't wear that look, even though it was like, okay, well, let's change it up a little bit. The in-between body wave and deep wave is what we call loose wave. And so it is Mikey said it's a body wave with a twist, which is really, really cool. But as a hairstylist and as a consumer and as an individual who would wear this, it's one of the easiest products that if she were to put that loose wave wig on, or she were to wear that loose wave frontal with those extensions, really doesn't have to do anything to her hair. It's almost less maintenance. You just do a little scrunchie, add a little product, not even a lot, and just brush and go. And so that's why that's becoming, as what we would say, one of the more popular brands or popular textures formations that you're choosing, because it's kind of get up. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, let go. And so anyway, enough of that with the chats with me today and acting crazy. What I want to talk about today and what we shared with you is that, and let's get to that, we want to talk about, not only we want to talk about, wait, what did I do? I did something. Okay, I thought I had it up here. Yeah, I did not. I thought I had it up here. But we're going to talk about types of extensions, right? And the types of extensions that we are going to talk about are some of the types that we have that are here. Types of extensions. I can multitask. I can do a billion things at one time, and so that's what I'm doing. So there it is. Ha! Types of extensions. So I like to have this stuff kind of bannered out down at the bottom. Y'all like this yellow hat that I got going on right here? Okay, I got it. I'm going to get with you guys in those questions. Yes, purchase that loose wave wig and you love it. Come on, saying you love it. Bam. So with that, guys, we're going to talk about the types of extensions. And so in our brand, we have so many different extensions and so many different types that we have here. When we're talking about, we spoke about it last time that we came here with the Dish with Dallas. And today I'm giving you kind of a meal today. So, normally I give you just, maybe a snack. I give you a side item. Today I'm giving you a meal because this is information that you definitely want to just sit down, bunk down and go, hey, now I understand it. There's so many different types of textures, bundles, types of extensions that we have that live up under one umbrella here. But one of the things that we talked about in a blog, we talked about the grading of hair, and we blogged about it and told you guys it's something that was created not here, but created somewhere else, that is to give you a gauge of what is this standard and what is this standard. Okay. And so I like to put it in a sense of, if you were thinking about a major department store, in that major department store, there are areas in that department store that are fairly expensive products that you have that are placed in that department store because of the quality, because of the longevity of that particular choice of product. But then there are also areas that are affordable hair that is not the highest of the luxurious ride, but it's still a ride. Okay, it's still a ride, and so it's affordable. And so there are many levels of that inside of a brand. And so I was talking to one of our guys here, and as I was having a conversation with them, and he said, we have basically a brand of hair living in its 8A, there. And the only thing that is different is, when you start thinking about those grades or Malaysian, which is the 7A, right? And then what we have is our Vietnamese and our Indian raw hair. And when we have our raw hair, it's just, that's what it is. It is that Indian raw, it's that Vietnamese, it is that luxury vehicle, to say. Now, to help people understand and help you who are in the group, who are talking to people, which are your customers, your consumers who are wearing the hair, your clients who are wearing the hair. To get a better understanding of that, if you are a person who changes your hair every week, every other day, or every week, unless you are living in that financial status that you can purchase the luxury vehicle hair every time you change, by all means, go for it, boo-boo. I like you. Okay, as Jennifer Lewis, I like you, sugar. Okay, but there are still areas where you could just switch over and say, well, I'm changing constantly. And so since I'm changing constantly, here are some of the brands that I can use that's a little bit less expensive, because I'm taking what I just had on last week, and that I was, Sasha, whoever, at last week, and now my name is Victoria, whoever, this week. I like using it like that. You've changed your whole personality. You've changed your whole look. If you want to spend less money to change that look every week, here you go. Here's those options for you. Here are those options. We have so many techniques of applying extensions in your hair. Good morning, Brittany. There's so many techniques of applying extensions in your hair. One of the things that they call it the quick weave or the pronto. And that's applying it when you're putting the stocking cap on and you're using an adhesive, which is a glue, and you're actually placing that glue onto the weft. And as you're placing that glue onto the weft, you're placing it onto whatever section that you have in the head. You're placing a protectant on the scalp to make sure, on top of that hair, to make sure that when it's time to take it off, it's easy to take off without damaging or messing up the integrity of the customer's hair, the client's hair at that point in time. In that, if I'm going to use that type of technique, I'm probably going to go with one of my lower expense products that are under that umbrella. Okay, because I'm going to place glue on that weft, and once I place that glue or that adhesive on that weft becomes tacky at that point in time. Yeah, you can get it off, but why not just use the less expensive, put that on, and get still a great look at the same time? You can do that. If I'm going for something that I'm wanting to live more in my natural state, or wanting to live more in what I enjoy my hair to be, which is I want people to believe this is my hair every day. I love using my sister as an example. Even though she is full-on extensions in her head, completely covered. All of her hair is completely covered. I like to use the Vietnamese with her. The reason why I chose Vietnamese is because, again, of the texture, again, of the quality, again, of the freedom to be able to color it how I want to. And it still gives that real natural look that's closer to her own natural wave pattern, formation, texture. It's closer to that. And so I choose that. Does it cost more? It does. It does. But she's living in that look. And so with her living in that look, that's her being able to take that down. We shampoo and take care of her hair, condition, treat her hair, re-braid back up, and put that hair back on. I like to call it lifetime hair because, man, I've had some Vietnamese on her for quite a while. We're talking about 3 years that I've had a Vietnamese, same extensions, same amount of bundles that she's purchased. And she lives in it. Have I added more pieces into it to get brighter looks or to give a change? Yes, I have. Have I heard her say, well, I'm tired of this length, let's cut it up here and let's give it and I go, well, we cut it up here, then sweetie, you just lost that length that was right here. So yeah. Have I added more hair? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. So it just gives me more control of understanding what my customer, what my client, what she wants. And that's having that conversation with her and being smart. And that's what this whole conversation that we're having today is about, being smart as your business owner, you being smart and communicating properly with your customer, with your consumer, with your client, you communicating properly with them to understand what vehicle they need, and that's going to properly support them. Okay. Again, if it's a quick weave, I'm probably going to go with something on that lesser expensive side because I'm going to be able to take it out. I'm probably going to take it out in a week. So why would I want to go with the more higher quality hair and pay that price point if I'm going to turn around and take it out? And then going to have to fight with getting that adhesive off of it to reuse it again. Not doing that. Not doing that. Okay. And so just keep that in mind. Another point that I want to address to you guys, and that is when you are researching a product and purchasing a product, and y'all know I love to say that willy-nilly stuff. When you're purchasing a product, be mindful of when you're purchasing it, including with us. Be mindful of when you're purchasing it. Read everything. Read the details. Understand why and what you're purchasing. Perfect example. If any company says, hey, we have 40-inch bundles, and I'm just going to call out a price. We have 20 40-inch bundles, and you can get all 20 of them for $1,500. Ding, 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 ding. Baby, that better ring a bell in your head. It better throw a flag up. It better the white flag must come in. The yellow flag must come in. Something must come in on the playing field to make you go, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Okay, pay attention. I have been teaching for many, many years, and I've experienced conversations with many of my past students who they have purchased something and they go, oh, I purchased this and it was a food. Okay. And, and they show me the product and I go, okay, so tell me how and what and why did you choose that? Well, because they put it up and said it was 20 bundles for $1,500 at 40 inches. And I'm like, does that not sound strange to you? That it's that, and you over here with your lip about, baby, it's a mile long. I'm sitting in there with them in school and they, did you do your homework? Did you research it? Did you read it? Did you understand why you were choosing this particular product that was being sold at this? Another thing, did you go in and look at their official website to see if those other bundles that are 40 inches are sold at that price also? And if they are sold at that price, then okay, maybe you might be something there. But if they're not, and they're still being sold at $7,000 a bundle, I'm just making up a number. But if they're still sold at that and they're giving you this for 20 of them at $1,500 for all of the bundles, oh yeah, it's a problem. And so you really want to pay attention to find out how and what you're investing in. The best way to find out and understand many, many hair companies, because they're, if I could name all the hair companies, and trust me, even as a partner, I get every day, I get bombarded with messages. Hey, I got the frontals for you. Hey, I got this for you. Hey, I'm like, okay, I have them too, but thank you. I don't even answer them no more. It's been so many I don't even answer. But my point that I'm saying is that it's so many people out there. You have to be careful and be mindful of what you're getting into. And what do you do? Before you go and purchase the whole lot, purchase a few, small amount. Purchase a couple of bundles, 2-3 bundles. Test it out. See if it works for you. See if they told you that you're getting 20 bundles at $5 a bundle, see if you are getting that trash hair or if it's legitimately great hair. I know you're anxious and you're going, but if I test it out, somebody else is going to get it. Trust me. If they're doing it, it'll happen again. They'll have that sell again. Okay? So just keep in mind, research and know your company, know your brands that you're purchasing for, and understand what you're digging and purchasing. If it's like, hey, I'm saying it's a promotional such and such, such and such, that promotional such and such, maybe we're selling this plastic hair for this, and the third. And you just probably only seen that, it's this amount, but you didn't see where it says it's promotional, synthetic hair, or it's promotional yak hair. You didn't see that. And so because you didn't read that, you just automatically thought, oh, great, I'm going to get this. I went all willy-nilly. I'm going to get this. And once I get it, I'm just going to start laying them all out. I'm going to color all these up, super blonde. And then you start putting lightener on it. And either they don't lift or they start melting off. And you go, oh, it's horrible. No, you didn't research. Okay? Take a moment to look into it and to make sure that it is what it is. And so understanding the different types of extensions, understanding what a brand offers. I have many, many friends that are, great relationships with them in the industry. And many of my friends have great products. They really do. They have great products. Now, and I do have some associates out there that have some other stuff out there. And I'm going, come on now. Okay. But one thing that is so honest with me is that you can, find about me or that about me. I'm going to do my research when it comes to me investing or me putting something of my hard-earned work and money into. I'm going to do my research. Um, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna find out what the return policies are. I'm gonna understand, what I'm getting into when I jump into something. And what I'm so happy about you guys in this company is that that's what you do. You did your research. You did your due diligent research and found out what was what and how to use, whatever at that point that's going to best support you and your customer at that time. Okay. All right. So, really, really quick, I'm going to look at some of these questions that are over here because you guys love to have questions, and I love to involve you guys with those questions. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'm trying to get you guys used to that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are going to jump on, have a live chat, and talk. And then soon, I'm going to start dragging you guys in here and go, come on, get on here live with me. Come on, Suge. All right, let's go to some of these questions. Good morning. Good morning, Michelle. Hey. Oh, come on for the edge control business. You started it. Come on now. Get them slick. Which is probably your favorite because we have the clear and then we do have the black. Now, for me, I like the black. Okay, I do. I like the black. But you're getting the same results because one is just clear and one is just black. But I do like the black only. But when I have it on because I do put it on the white girls. Sure do. Just a little bit. Sure do. Just to control those edges if I have to. So boom, there it is. But yeah, I won't use the black on the blonde because that's what the black is there. It's gonna give you a little stain. Are we able to buy your edge control by the gallon? Well, I mean, not the gallon. Okay, but we do have, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mikey, we have the 4 ounce, the 2 ounce. But if they wanted to buy it in bulk, we sell it by the case. Look, see, it's so good to have him sitting in the office over there because we could just scream at each other. I think I'm not going to be able to scream at him in a few moments because he's getting ready to get on a call. But yeah, that was easy. Oh, I love you too. Okay. Do you sell HD 13x6 frontals? We do. Yeah, we do. Do you offer clip-in extensions? Yes. Girl, I almost got up more and grabbed some that was in the back of me. Yes, we do offer clip-ins. We did a segment on that on last week. I think it's up to 9 different colors that we have there. They're 20 inches. Huh? 13. See? He can hear me. 13 colors that we have there. Look, he's running now. He's running right now. 13 different colors that we have in those clip-ins. They are silicone lace clip-ins.
Pull up. My private label pillow. Let me interrupt a little bit, guys.
Look, and then he's gonna come and sit down right beside me. Okay, that's so fun.
Let's go through this real quick.
I love
private label pillow that matches Dallas's hat. Okay.
Yeah, I know I love the yellow. Okay.
Real quick, going back on the 13x6 HD frontals, they are back in production. We don't have, I don't think even one in stock at the moment, but we have a lot of 13x4 coming, a lot of 13x4 wigs, and other 13x4, 5x5 HD wigs. We already have 4x4 closure wigs. We already have in stock now. The 5x5 closures, not built into a wig, we have on private label wholesale as of right now. It's a limited amount. They're longer ones. Just to give you guys a little word on this, I just sent this out in a newsletter. All HD products, pretty much all hand-tied products, the production will not start back up until at least January of 2021. So all your lace front wigs, full lace wigs, closures, frontals, normal production will not start until 2021, January. Even if it does start in January of 2021, you will not see those finished products until late February, early March, because you have the sourcing of the raw materials. It has to be produced, and then it has to be brought to the market and then shipped over here. Okay, so I can guarantee you private label extensions will be in that first group that gets those. 100% guarantee that. But what I did start working on months ago was creating a small production facility, our own production facility for closures and frontals. Okay, so we have small batches of HD closures and frontals. The problem is it's a much more expensive production cost. Okay, but my theory was, because they didn't want to do it at first, and I was like, look, it's going to come down to supply and demand, obviously. And if you're going to have, people are going to have a choice: no HD closures, frontals, and a lot of these hand-tied products, or pay a higher price for the next 6 months. What are people going to do? They're going to pay a higher price.
Pay a higher price.
They don't want no access to this. So it's not going to be for everyone. But I decided, said, look, we need to give our clients access even at a higher price. For our client base, it's actually a huge marketing advantage and product advantage for them, because you always, in the hair industry, people are always like, well, how can I be differentiated from other hair companies?
The other hair companies, right?
You're going to have access to these products that everyone else is sold out of. These long hair. I was actually working this morning, very early, with working on. So we're going to have 50-inch bundles. So this will be like a standard 50-inch bundle, not a raw 50-inch bundle. Raw. So that's going to be more expensive.
Right.
But if you're not going to color or do anything crazy, you don't need a raw hair bundle. But don't get confused of trying to bring this to like a 60 platinum and it's not a raw hair bundle. I was just talking about in the Weave Dealer introduction for today that people are buying the cheap hair and treating it like it's a raw hair product. It's a raw hair product,
that's the purpose why we're having this conversation today.
Well, there you go.
We're having this conversation for that, to say why you should not do that.
Yeah, so that's part of that edge. We're trying to close, and that's, I love Dallas and having him here, is because nobody is more knowledgeable about hair and all this stuff than this guy. So I'm very thankful to be sitting next to him. So closing that gap of knowledge is going to be really important. It's going to help our brand significantly, because there's certain products that you just don't need to spend the money on, right? If you're doing a quick weave, don't buy raw hair and do a quick weave. That makes no sense.
Makes no sense whatsoever.
No sense. Save your money.
Right.
And I know this might be weird. Like, why are these guys saying don't spend money with me? No. Like, we want to put you in the right direction. Like, this is really, really important. So, yeah. So 50-inch bundles are coming. We're going to make some wigs out of it. Now, they don't want to, they're like, it's too expensive. And I was like, no, it's not too expensive, because this is for like only a very small client base, right? But I was like, let's make a 50-inch blonde wig with raw hair. Now that would be beautiful.
That would be stunning.
Yeah. Yes, 50-inch. Yeah. Oh, Brittany dying for that 50.
Right. I know. Brittany is like, what?
30-something, flicking it like that at me yesterday.
I know, right?
Does the shortage of lace apply to HD lace products, or does it include
traditional Swiss lace?
It's every single hand-tied product. Right. So it doesn't matter the type of lace. But the price point, the price of the manufacturing cost to develop these products is up now about 700%. So the actual labor cost to actually hand tie the product, a lot of people don't realize a full lace wig takes 40 hours to make.
Say that one more time, because I was going to say that today. Say that one more time. How long?
40 hours, and that's with a highly skilled worker. If you're not a highly skilled worker, we're talking probably closer to 50 hours, okay? A 5x5 closure with a semi-skilled worker is about 23 hours. A skilled worker is probably 18 to 19 hours.
Yeah.
So think about that. So even though, I think about how many we sell in a day, how many we sold at wholesale day yesterday? At
wholesale day yesterday, right?
Right. It's like 10,000 man hours a day.
Yeah.
Just for us.
Yeah.
So that's why, months ago, I didn't really tell anybody this, because I didn't know if it was actually going to work. Because, you get hyped up and you want to tell people. I've learned in business, and you'll learn too, like, sometimes you just have to keep your mouth shut until it's like really there. So when I had my first like 515 HD closures and frontals there, I was like, all right, I'm letting people know, because this is hot.
Right.
It's expensive. It's way more expensive. But as long as you understand that and you can cope with that, because no one else is going to have it.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is that, and I should have made clarity for that. I was talking about Greenville, which we will not have it for that, but I actually have in the Greenville store HD frontals. I have about right. I have about, and I was reaching out to her to Armani and was like, hey, how many do I have in the store right now? So she's like, we have a few. We have about, I think we have about 9 of them in the store right now. So I should have made it a little bit more clear about those HD funnels. So it will not be on the wholesale day, but if you come to wholesale day, you can still purchase them. Yeah. So it's still available where you can purchase them. Mm-hmm. Or it's only 2 hours away. 2.5. I have to keep saying.
But there's plenty of people like in the South Carolina, North Carolina area that's probably, that's going to see this. So
yeah. Oh yeah. Look,
you got to come to Dallas' store. That's Dallas' store. That's Greenville. That's Dallas.
I was talking about it earlier, and I was saying it's a beautiful city. It's a friendly city. They're going to enjoy it. It's going to be fun. I want to see them on Sunday. I really want them to wrap around the building there. The parking is free. You can not only have great food there, but you're going to see us having a great time as food dealers,
Actually, talking about Greenville is a surprisingly great city. Like, people don't really talk about Greenville much. Yeah. But a weekend getaway, if you're in Atlanta, a weekend getaway in Greenville is so much fun. There are great restaurants. The downtown area, just to walk around. You park your car at the hotel. Come for a weekend. Park your car at the hotel. You will not get in your car again. You do not need to.
You won't need to.
You can walk around the whole little city blocks. They have that, what's that called with the bridge with the water?
The suspension, the river park.
The Riverwalk?
Riverwalk Park.
The Riverwalk
with the
Park.
suspension bridge. It's beautiful. I mean, just such botanical area. It's incredible. Biking, great places to eat. They have a wonderful kind of like food festival every Sunday where you can buy your produce. It's like their, what'd you call it? When you go to the food market or something like that.
Like a farmer's market.
Like a farmer's market.
Yeah.
So it's just great. It's a great little quaint little town. Great weekend getaway. So take a chance to get there.
Yeah.
All
right.
See, I needed this guy to come in here and hang out with us.
You know who's calling? Marianne. Let me get this. The bulldog.
Yeah, the bulldog of the business is having a conversation. All right. Going back to some of those questions, guys, and again, it's so awesome to have Mikey to just jump in and really dig into the business part of it and tell you everything about how it really is broken down. I mean, yesterday, selling so many frontals yesterday and seeing how many man hours that was being sold, and we were just like, wow, because again, it's about 40-hour, 50-hour work week to create that for you guys. So wholesale day, someone asked, beautiful diamonds. Come on, beautiful diamonds. Wholesale day again is on this Sunday, and it's going to be at Greenville, South Carolina, at my store, Greenville, South Carolina. I'm sure if you guys have looked at it, it's private label Greenville on Instagram. If you look at it, you'll see the inside of it. We've got a nice little cute little boutique type salon. I keep wanting to say salon because I'm a hairstylist. Hair store that has all your beauty essentials. So definitely check that out. And yes, Brittany, that 50, baby, that 50. Can you imagine dragging the floor with that 50? Now, another thing that I wanted to address is to understand about the types of extensions when it comes to, you in Arizona. Oh, I know. We're coming soon. Yeah? It's hot out there, but we're coming. Another thing I wanted to address with you guys in this time, and we're almost up with our time, was about when you're purchasing bundles. Keep in mind that bundles are based off of weight, not based off of they're the same length. It is weight. So if you unravel a 10-inch bundle compared to an unraveling of a 50-inch bundle, the weight of the hair, they're going to be different. And so you have to, again, really familiarize yourself at what you're purchasing, why you're purchasing it, and how this industry works. This is why I said, please know your brand, know what you're selling, and know what you're having a conversation. Educate your consumer, your customer, your client. Educate them at the same time, because if she pulls out that 10-inch bundle and she go, look how long this one is, and then she pulls out that 40-inch bundle and go, then you see how long this one is. This is no. They're based off of weight of the hair. Okay, the grams, the weight of that hair. And so the longer the hair becomes, it's just science. The longer that hair becomes, the heavier it becomes. It's just science. The longer it comes, the heavier it becomes. The heavier it becomes, the less amount of that weft length you're going to get. Okay, so whereas you may need these amount of bundles for this length, you may need more amount of bundles for this length. Okay, yeah. Um, I someone say yes, I need this. I mean, again, and no one is saying anyone is don't. I almost cussed. Heck, I didn't know, things before I went to cosmetology school, before I started researching and understanding hair companies. It took me a long time. I mean, Mike and I have been friends and together for what, 7 years, I believe it has. Huh? 2014. How many years is that? Right. I see. I said seven. He's going on 7 years there, which is a lucky number. But again, I did my research. After meeting and understanding, and did my research and understand what type of brand that this man is bringing to you guys. What type of hair that this man is bringing to you guys. I did my research and I did it well. And that's when I, said, hey, I'm in. I'm all in 100%. And that's what you got to do. You got to see, not just because it's not about the dollar amount. It's about what are we doing in the community? What are we doing as a brand? What are we doing to set people up for success? What are we doing to make sure that everyone is getting exactly what they need? I like to give a small story. If you are not understanding what product you're purchasing, but you purchase something, and let's just go ahead and say it's one of those shoes that's colored at the bottom. We won't say what it is. But there are others that are imposters, that are not necessarily imposters, but they're sold as those type of shoes. And you run back in the department store and you go, the bottom of these scrubbed off. And when they scrubbed off, I got a problem with this. Well, you chose to purchase the less expensive, more affordable one for your budget, instead of purchasing the one that is higher, that has a recoloring base. Catch that for a second. Okay? Catch that for a second. Because the other one, you paid more, and when you paid more, you can always bring it back and make it get it back on point for you. This one, paid less, and you're getting what you're paying for. So don't expect that big high luxury ride when you when you're buying over here. Not saying this is not decent. Still the same thing. It's just not that. It's not the raw. It's not the Vietnamese. It's not that. Does it make sense? Okay, somebody, yes. I'll try my best to make it simpler, to make sure that people understand it. All right. By the way, I'm very interested in, where is this company located? Oh, Cindy, how you doing? Cindy, you in Boston? Okay. Cindy, we'll have a conversation. We will be posting this and have this in there, and I'll make sure I check the comments and ask those particular questions at that time. Firm believer is you get what you pay for. Okay. Okay. I mean, don't expect, you know what, I'm gonna call it out. Don't expect Bentley services and you went and bought you Daewoo or something. Don't expect it. Okay. Don't expect it. Don't expect that you're gonna get in there and you're gonna ride like you in that big old thing right there. Because you can ride like this. Talking about, I got a problem. I got a problem. No, you don't. You paid for that. You paid for that. All right, looking at more questions for you guys. Uh, I think I did something. I think we answered all the questions. So, guys, just a really quick, tomorrow I kind of posted it on Instagram as well, um, that I was going to have Coletta in the chat with us, and we're still going to stay safe with COVID-19, and understanding that she's going to be in the studio tomorrow with us. We were planning on making it about 11 o'clock again, but it's probably going to be a little bit later, because just to give you a heads up is that tomorrow we're filming tomorrow with Bronner Brothers again. We so enjoy Bronner Brothers, and of course, me being a judge and me being a part of a program, a project that we did a couple of years ago, we have to film about that tomorrow and talk about those things. And I can actually share with you, we lost a wonderful legend in the industry, Charles Gregory, to COVID-19. And it just was it's a great friend, a great mentor, a great, family member. I like to call him, uncle, auntie, you name it, all of that. You can get a good fried chicken, whatever, even though I don't eat meat. You can get great food from him. You can get great knowledge from him. This man knew so many different things and worked on so many different projects. You can Google him as well. But COVID-19, he died from that. And so we are going to do a wonderful tribute to him and film that on tomorrow. That is for the Bronner Brothers show. That is the 27th and 28th. So this is why that's kind of going to throw a little monkey wrench in what I had planned for us to speak with Coletta on tomorrow at 11. So may throw us out a little bit. I've already said it on my social media. It's 11 o'clock, but we may be out in the afternoon time. So I'll get with her and see if we can readjust that time, and if we can readjust it for maybe that afternoon one, something of nature. Other than that, I've certainly enjoyed having conversations with you guys. Brittany, what did you say? So it looks like when would it be a restart for the job show? Brittany, I'll get with you in just a moment, and me or Mikey will send that message to you back to that. Thank you for asking that question. Very, very good, valid question for us. And your son, again, is beautiful, beautiful kid. Okay. Beautiful blue-eyed kid. I love it. That curly hair. Baby, I told you, I'm dead serious. That's that blonde that you want to, us as hairstylists, we want to color all of our clients like that. Your son just come out with it automatically. Lucky. Okay? Girl, you're going to need many items when that young man gets old. Many items. If they don't come to the door, you're like, get away. All right. But yes, we'll get back with you guys on tomorrow. We have a couple of things that we need to do, and we're going to buy some color today. We're going to Cosmo to pick up some items because we're going to color some bundles. Okay? So stay tuned. We're going to check in with you guys a little later on. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.